But memo to the world and memo to professional athletes in New York. Last night was an example. Again, we know our job. We know how to perform at our job. New York Yankee fans last night were amazing. I loved it. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I got to hand it to him, bro. It was electric. They made the New York Yankee fan, the New Yorker, made 10,000 people feel like 70,000 people.
Altuve! A-hole! Oh, it was just phenomenal.
We don't know you.
And this is my point. This is why when fans get on players and fans get on coaches and managers and fans get on teams and those recipients of our boos don't like it, we do our job. We know our job as a fan base. I don't care if you're the Nets, the Knicks, the Rangers, you name it, the Yankees, the Mets, the Jets, the Giants. We are great at our job. We know when to boo. We know when to cheer. We know how to be respectful. We know how to be jackasses. We are great at what we do. And last night again, 10,000 strong at Yankee Stadium proved beyond a shadow of a doubt, we know what we're doing. And we do it well.
Damn right. What do you think? Like, Giancarlo Stanton 3 weeks ago is hearing boos from Yankee fans. Now, think about him last night. First of all, he's as locked in as anybody. He had, in my opinion, the biggest hit of the night last night. Because when Alex Bregman shut the Yankee fan up, this could have gone a very different way.
And Bregman was talking smack in the dugout, too.
He was, of course.
Nice error, Biggs.
Yes. That was the ultimate. In the sixth inning, he cost them a couple of runs. But Giancarlo Stanton's hearing boos a couple of weeks ago. Think about what he experienced last night.
Oh, it was awesome.
He hears the vitriol towards the Astros.
That's right.
And then gets the adulation.
The
and
love.
You're spot on. Like, as tough as this city is, when you struggle, ask Lindor, ask Stanton, ask a lot of guys. We return that favor when things are going well. And the Astros found out last night what the New York City fan base is all about. I got to hand it to the Yankee fan. And look, to the Yankees as well. They won the game. Yep. We're talking differently if the Yankees don't win last night. Let's be honest.
For sure.
But
and it was
the
a doubt.
Yankee
It wasn't
fan
easy.
Responded. Yeah, of course.
And this is why it's another reminder. Like we've had Boone on every week. We've Rojas on every week. He joins us later today from St. Louis. We know what we're doing. So when you guys go to perform, you go to perform with the comfort that we got you. We know how to do our job. And last night, it was just so overwhelmingly amazing to hear a New York sporting event. Again, I don't care who you root for. Really.
I agree.
To me, that's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. I'm totally with you.
New Yorkers last night, what was it, 10,000 people at the stadium, did their job. And it sounded like a playoff game.
Here's the other thing.
It was great.
Here's the other thing. I think it's very important to realize this for the Met fans listening, because I say this as a Met fan. Take your fandom aside, okay? Last night was the first time we were back.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, and that's not a knock on the Knicks fans at the Garden or the Met fans at Citi Field. Maybe a little bit of the Met fans in Brooklyn because they're quiet. Like, last night was the first time it felt pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And there was a playoff atmosphere. There was a buzz that you just can't recreate. There was an electricity. And credit to the New York Yankee players that they backed it up with a win.
It started Domingo Germán when he was going out for warm-ups.
Yes, you saw that?
Was waving to the crowd and all that stuff.
No, here's the guy. The guy I got to give credit to, and maybe you owe him an apology, is Giancarlo Stanton. I'm telling you right now. Yes, because 2 weeks ago, you said Giancarlo Stanton quit on the New York Yankees.
When he put the sweatshirt on. Was it in Cleveland, I think it was?
Okay, well, guess what?
He's back.
Guess what? He's putting the Superman cape on.
Yeah.
Because let's also recognize what this man's done over the last few weeks and what he did last night.
You're welcome.
Because when Bregman hits that home run and quiets the crowd, we don't know how this is going to go. DJ gets on to start the first inning. You're down 1-0. Greinke's had a hell of a year. And then Giancarlo Stanton hit what, oddly felt like the biggest home run of the year.
It was big. I can't say it. Because the Bregman home run kind of made everybody sit down.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, it was a short-lived sit-down because the Yankees took it right back.
No, I'll tell you this.
The Yankees should have scored 7 runs. The Frazier double play
Killer.
ball.
Bases loaded,
Terrible.
nobody out. It's 2-1. You got to make they could have knocked Greinke out in the first inning.
Damn near did too.
And that was the one negative, and that could have come back to bite them when the
Frazier.
Astros tied the game up in the fourth inning. But luckily, for the Yankees, they scored the 4 in the sixth, helped out by Bregman's bad throw. But you're right. I mean, that first inning should have been a knockout blow of Zach Greinke.
Yeah, I thought it was great, man. I was driving home listening to it, and if you didn't know, and you had been in a coma for the last 18 months, you would have thought you were listening, at least on the radio. And I don't know what it was like there. We'll talk to Big Mac here in a second. He was physically there. And if you were at the game last night, by all means, please call in, because that's the lead. That's going to be the focus of a lot of our show today. So if you got to experience last night, or if you're going tonight, because by the way, tonight is just going to be a repeat of last night.
It's got to continue.
The Astros aren't getting off easy.
No.
They're not getting off with, we gave it to them for one night. No. They get it all three. They get it tonight. They get it tomorrow afternoon again. But I will say this. If you were in a coma for the last 18 months, self-induced, one of those things. I just want to take a rest.
Yeah, safe coma.
Safe coma. Medically induced coma. You're all good. Propofol for a year and a half.
If there was ever a time to get into a coma, would be now, or at least the last year.
Exactly right. And you woke up last night at about 7:08 and happened to have the radio on. Don't ask me which station, because it was confusing to John and Susan also, right? You would have thought you were listening to a Yankee playoff game in October.
Yes. Yeah.
So for the 10,000 of you that went out there to represent our great city, which opens up in full very soon, well done. I tip my cap to you, because you guys proved last night, and again, I'm with Evan, it doesn't matter that it's the Yankees.
No.
It was about New York, and it happened to be the Yankees, and a day that you waited 500 some odd days to happen, and people thought, what, you were going to forget? Did people think you were going to forget?
But Craig,
you don't forget.
Craig.
You never forget.
Craig, we need to address the most important question. The question I have
Why didn't they
purposely
throw the
not
ball
asked
at
you.
Altuve?
Yes, because you said yesterday on this show numerous times.
Yes, I did.
You would rather beat an Astro and lose
Yes.
than non-beat an Astro and win. Well,
Right.
for those who didn't watch last night's game, there was no beating. There
not.
was a tremendous Yankee victory. Gleyber Torres looks like a Gold Glove shortstop.
That
The
victory was
bullpen is-
awesome, though.
Right. So what about the lack of beating? You okay?
Oh, I love the win, Evan.
What about
I
the
love
lack
the
of
W?
What about the lack of beating? You all right? You okay?
Would I prefer to beating? Yes. But I got to tell you, just hearing the way the crowd was last night and seeing the Yankees, clutch hits, good at-bats, great pitching, all that stuff, I just feel so good, like even you can't bring me down today.
Craig, I'm not trying to bring you down. I will say this.
Now,
did you
would
watch?
Would I like Altuve to get hit tonight? You bet your ass I would.
Did you watch until the very end?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Top of the ninth inning at CMAC. Tell me if you thought this, because I did. Top of the ninth inning, the New York Yankees go to Chad Green.
And I'm saying to myself, because what you said yesterday, well, if there's one guy other than Aroldis Chapman
Chad
that
Green.
it makes sense, it would be Chad Green.
Chad Green, and guess who
And
led
Altuve's
off?
up.
No, it wasn't Altuve. That
Well,
was
he
the
didn't
only
off,
problem.
but he got up.
Top of the ninth inning, the batter is Alex Bregman. Not only a guy who's a part of the cheating, but a guy with a home run earlier in the game.
That's right. And who was a big mouth in the dugout.
Big mouth in the dugout.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, because I predicted to you I didn't think there'd be a beating. Would I like a beating? Yes. I'm a baseball fan. All right. And I wanted some revenge on the Astros. That's the other thing. This isn't just about the Yankees.
Right.
It's baseball fans.
By the way, I should just say real quick, I'm being told that you would die from high triglycerides if you took propofol for 18 months. The better alternative is Presidex. So just from a standpoint, if you're looking at the 18-month coma thing,
Right.
apparently Presidex is your drug of choice. Sorry, Evan, go ahead.
When Bregman steps up to start the top of the ninth inning in a game that is 7-3, that's your shot.
I agree 100%.
That was your
saying
shot.
it. I was yelling at the TV. That's why my voice is a little shot today. I'm going, here we go.
It was set up.
I woke the kids up. I go, everybody wake up. Come into Daddy's room. They're like, Dad, you sleep on the floor. I go, that's right. Come sit on the floor with Daddy.
So were you mad at Chad Green? Because he didn't do it. No, he struck out Bregman.
I can't say, was I mad at him? No. Was I disappointed? Yes.
Okay.
But the Yankee fan was so awesome last night.
They were great.
I don't even care.
Okay. So you have changed your mind from yesterday. That's fair. You're allowed to change your mind. Yes, you have.
I want them to hit him tonight. And I'm going to do everything I did yesterday again today. Yankee fans go into tonight's game. My guess is that a lot of you did not go last night. Because the way tickets are, right?
Right.
Bring the noise tonight.
Oh, they got to bring the noise.
And there's no doubt they're going to.
So you're doubling down on they're still going to hit an Astro. Even though, by the way, Jose Altuve looks afraid. Let's call him out. Jose Altuve, who I've always been a big fan of, I've admitted that, looks afraid.
Well, didn't Dusty say after the game
Yankees.
that the crowd got to him a little bit?
He implied that, yes. He implied that the crowd was getting a Jose Altuve. Now, to Bregman's credit, it didn't get to him. To Julie Gurriel's credit, didn't get to him. Both of those guys had a couple of hits. We mentioned the Bregman home run. But the guy who took the most heat from Yankee fans, and I think we know why, the MVP in 2017, the home run versus Chapman. I think those are the two reasons why. Jose Altuve became the logo of the Astros cheating. Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree.
He was the guy. But right now, why hit him? He's scared. He's scared of you.
He did nice line drive. The dude could still hit the ball, so you drill him. And by the way, the message tonight should be drill him again. I'm down with it. I hope tonight goes, obviously, the same exact way the last night went. But who's pitching tonight?
For the Yankees, Jordan Montgomery.
No, who's he going against? Anybody
A guy by the name
about?
of Luis Garcia. There's no way you've heard of him.
I have not heard of him. So
He's actually pitched well, by the way.
So Montgomery's pitching tonight.
Yes.
And then tomorrow afternoon it's Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett's not doing anything.
Garrett Cole's not going to do it.
He's an Astro. Sorry.
Plus, he played with them guys.
He's not an Astro.
He's a Yankee.
No.
He was an Astro.
No,
he's
not going to hit his guys.
Now, if Garrett Cole wanted to fully cement himself as a New York Yankee,
I agree.
Because that's where he's going to be the rest of his career based on his contract.
I agree with you.
Garrett Cole comes out tomorrow afternoon, chin high.
Garrett Cole,
That'd be
first
great.
pitch drills Altuve. If he gets ejected from the game, walks off the field pointing, saying, I know what you guys did. Like,
how about this?
I know what you did a few summers ago.
What if Garrett Cole, in theory, now that he's plays for us, could be viewed as an innocent bystander, right? He's not up there at the plate. He's pitching, okay?
Right.
What if it really rankled him at the time?
It annoyed him? It could have.
Like, we don't know. He's not going to be a bad teammate and at the time come out and say, I can't believe my guys were doing this. Plus, I do imagine he was aware of it. I don't buy the notion that none of them
but Craig, real quick.
Didn't know.
Real quick. Let's just remember something because it's important. The whole reason this thing blew up is because a former Astro pitcher Mike Fiers, blew the whistle on everything.
Right.
So it's not crazy for a pitcher to A, know, and B, be annoyed about it, but not talk about it until they're gone.
I'm going to make the assumption they all had to know. So it's not worth debating. That's just my view on it. But remember when Garrett Cole, when he signed here, the great picture they showed was him as a kid holding up the sign,
Yankee fan for life.
Yankee fan for life.
Yeah.
If Garrett Cole wants to live that, actively live that and breathe that, all Garrett Cole's got to do tomorrow afternoon
is drill somebody.
And by the way, maybe he went to Boondog and said, I got this on Thursday. Don't even, listen, tell Domingo go out there, pitch his ass off. Tell the relievers when they come in, don't even sweat it. I'll take care of business on Thursday and fully cement myself as a Yankee for life.
The other weird thing about Cole is that he wasn't on the cheating team, but he was on the 18 and 19 team in which we all assume shenanigans were still going on.
Could you imagine? Listen.
It'd be amazing.
I want them to throw it Altuve's ass today. And I wanted it yesterday. And I want it again tomorrow. I do. I'm not going to waver on that.
Why not Bregman, though, at this point?
Bregman, Correa.
So you're good with any of them.
And the other guy.
Gurriel.
Right. I want all four of them to take fastball in the ass. I do. That being said, if you told me I had to pick one guy in the Yankees to do it,
you'd want Cole.
Garrett Cole's the guy.
Well, I get it because of this symbolism.
Best pitcher in the American League.
No, it's not that. It's the symbolism
played for the
that would
Astros.
show the fact that he played for them.
And this would show the world I wasn't down with what they were doing. And now it's legitimately a they.
Yeah, but he's not going to do it.
How do you know?
I don't know
you want me
for
to text
sure.
Him? Should I text him?
Do you have his number?
I do.
Text him.
Should I text him?
Really worked with Boondog yesterday when you text him. He didn't even respond to you, and they
How
did
do you
nothing.
know that?
What did he respond?
How do you know that he didn't?
Because I'm pretty confident. Did he respond?
He always responds.
Did he respond?
He did not respond before the game. No.
Did he respond after
He
the
did
game?
not respond. All I'm going to say to you is this. because I have to have some level of respect for the private conversations I have with people. He did not respond before the game. He did not respond during the game. And I'll leave it at that.
Did he respond after the game?
I'm not answering all your questions, sir.
No. You told the audience and myself, hey, I'm texting Boondog. And
yes,
you did.
I did.
And we went through what you should text.
Yes.
You owe it, not even just to me as your partner, but to everybody listening in our family, the response from Aaron Boone. So go ahead, read it.
I'm not going to read it.
It's because he didn't respond. Because Boone was like, I ain't writing this guy back. What am I doing?
I would say that's an incorrect statement.
So he wrote back.
Yes.
He did.
I will not tell you what he wrote.
Come on.
I'm not going to tell you. But we're going to. When do we talk here to Boondog? When is he on Friday? So he's on after Garrett pitches, not before?
Yeah.
I know Luis Rojas is on with us today. I don't know exactly what time. It'll be after 3 o'clock, though, because he's going to meet the media in a Zoom call to talk about, I guess, the firings of Chili Davis and the, more importantly now, the deGrom situation. Yeah. You have an update on that, by the way, right?
Yeah, I mean, Luis Rojas thinks he's going to pitch this weekend. We'll press him on it, but he's going to have a couple of days of not throwing. He's going to have a side session in a couple of days, and if he comes out clean, if he comes out feeling well, then Jake could pitch as originally scheduled this weekend, so it could turn into the annual Jacob deGrom scare, because this does happen every year, and luckily, knocking on wood, nothing major has happened out of it over the last few years.
By the way, I heard a lot of people at the game last night were also using our Ohtani home run call. Now, Big Mac, did you pick up on that last night at the game? That when Bregman hit the home run, people were chanted Sukadit?
I wasn't there for the Bregman home run, but I did hear it in the ballpark. Yes, I heard it.
So there are people now using Sukadit as their chant against the opposing team, or at least in this case, the Astros, yeah?
Yeah. Along with the wfan-fm, there were definitely a couple of Sukadiks.
And for those of you out there that had something critical to say about the Yankee fan performance, that's a non-starter with me. I don't know about Evan.
Who said that, though?
There's a lot of people on Twitter going, oh, real classy, FL2V. Real classy, a-hole chants all night.
You heard a little bit of it that, there are kids in the ballpark, a little too much with the foul mouth.
Don't bring your kid to the ballpark. You know you're cursing. Sorry.
You know what, C-Mac, Craig, here's the deal. I got a 4-year-old. I take him to the ballpark. I'm not taking him to the Tuesday night return of the cheating Astros.
I hear you.
Like, I would make a decision, Craig, knowing the facts, knowing the situation. Hey, I'm not going to pick this game. It's like when John Rocker came back. Oh, yeah. Suck up dick. That's the game I'm going to bring a kid to?
Yeah.
No. You got to make decisions sometimes. Smart ones.
Listen, your kid's going to, let me just memo to all you conservative parents out there that were upset that you heard a-hole last night, or you heard the F-bomb last night, or you heard the P word this morning on the morning show. I apologize for their behavior as well. There are some times that you have to recognize the situation you're in. You can choose not to go to that situation, but at a baseball game where energies are high and there's a dislike, a hatred for the other team, if you went to last night's Yankee game and were shocked that you heard the F-bomb or a-hole serenading the Astros from the first step they took on the field pregame throughout the last out, that's on you.
I agree.
I got Yankee fans back 100%.
You've got to know the situation you're walking into. If it's a random Sunday afternoon against the Minnesota Twins, who Yankee fans love the Twins because you beat them all the time, then yeah, you have a different expectation. When you are facing your blood rivals for the first time in 564 days, and it's now come out that they're a bunch of cheaters, what did you expect last night? This is exactly what I expected. And as a New Yorker and a baseball fan, not a Yankee fan, I thought that was an A-plus effort. In fact, how about some of the signs? How about the poor guy who had his inflatable garbage can confiscated? What are we doing, Yankee Stadium security? It's an inflatable garbage can.
I'm not going to get on Yankee Stadium security. I'm sure it was a tough night for them.
It's an inflatable garbage can,
But
Craig.
I thought it was great. I just thought the whole night was great. It's everything about New York sports we love. It's what this radio station was built on, the passion of you guys. So we got your back 100%, and I can't wait to see and hear it again tonight at Yankee Stadium. And by the way, memo to those of you that might be going to the Garden tonight, or Barclays next week, or the Garden for a Knick game, or when the Mets come back home to Citi Field.
Friday night.
That's our job. And Yankee fans last night led the charge.
No, I gotta give him an applause as well.
Did I pick the right team to be a fan of?
Hell of a job.
Did I pick the right team?
Circumstances
4 in
led
a
to
row,
this.
over 500, feeling great.
Yeah, what a difference a week makes. A week and a half ago, this guy's calling Giancarlo Stanton a quitter.
Yeah.
Now he's
Guess
21
what?
for his last 44.
You're
he's
welcome.
hitting the cup. You're taking credit for it?
Boone told him. How about that?
Boone said, hey, I got to talk to you, Big G, because he calls him Big G. This Craig Carton guy said you quit on the team, so I need you to start hitting.
Not sure if he said this Craig Carton guy, but, the players know that he does the weekly spot with us.
Right.
They all do.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they all listen. I'm not saying they do. But I can tell you that I was made aware that the sweatshirt incident was brought to Stan's attention.
And you think this got him hot?
I know what he's done since.
So you are taking credit for this incredible pace Giancarlo was on. And by the way, Stanton, in about a week and a half, will have played more games this year than the last 2 years combined.
Listen,
not to jinx it or anything, by the way.
I know what I do.
All right.
You're welcome. And I don't want any credit for it. I'm just because he's the guy doing it.
I mean, it sounds like you want credit for
the
it.
The memo got to him. It looked like you quit on the team. And what's he done since? Oh, he's batting 500.
Does he still wear his sweatshirt when he's de-aging?
He has not.
He has.
No, he has not.
I hate to break that to you.
I've watched every game. Has worn the sweatshirt since.
No, he has.
Yeah, when he didn't play. When he's not in the lineup, yes. Every game he's been in the lineup since that day, he has not put on that sweatshirt.
Maybe the weather's getting warmer.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's just good, fortunate timing for me to be critical of it. I don't know.
Boy.
877.
You are a pig in your glory right now.
No, I'm just the leader of men. 877-337-6666. I love it. I love it. These are the days that this job is all about. It is.
No.
And last night are the types of nights that this job is all about.
Most of it was fun. There was a part of it that sucked last night, which I'm not going to get into.
Thank you.
You already know what it's about.
Then don't.
I'm not. I didn't. I haven't said a damn word about it.
You just did.
No, I'm referencing that most of my night was, there was part of my night that sucked. I'm talking about the rain out, of course.
I just want to make sure. Good. 877-337-6666.
And the head coach who doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You're allowed to call a timeout, bro.
All your calls coming up. Plus, we got Luis Rojas on deGrom later on this afternoon as well. Gretzky without fail. And lots of stuff in between all that.